What's up guys, I'm Luke with AutoPot USA. In this video, we're going to break down the Tray2Grow system, what comes with it, and the setup of the standard kit. We'll dig into each variation of the Tray2Grow system and how to best use it in future videos, so be sure to stay tuned for more Tray2Grow content. Now if you're unfamiliar with the Tray2Grow system, it's an automated irrigation system that allows your plants to self-schedule their watering, so they're effectively feeding themselves however much they want, whenever they want. Now it does this via the aqua valve, a vacuum double float valve that controls the flow of water from a connected reservoir, all powered by gravity and your plants. No pumps, timers, or electricity is required for the Tray2Grow system, or for that matter, any AutoPot system. But the beauty of the Tray2Grow system is that it can be used in 5 different ways to grow a wide variety of things, from microgreens to flowering plants to root vegetables and just about everything in between. So now let's take a closer look at what comes with the Tray2Grow system so you can get a better idea of what it's all about.
With each Tray2Grow system, you will receive one Tray2Grow tray and lid, one AquaValve 5, one sheet of capillary matting, one root control sheet, 3 spirit levels, one length of copper tape for slug prevention, one 1/4 inch blanking grommet, 2 3/8 inch grommets, one 3/8 inch inline tap, one 3/8 inch golf filter, one 1/2 inch to 3/8 inch click fit tank adapter and filter, one length of 3/8 inch tubing, 4 lightweight plastic seed trays, 10 tomato spikes with capillary wicks.
Now let's get into the basic setup of the Tray2Grow system. The first thing we recommend to install are the spirit levels to ensure the Tray2Grow is level. This is a very important part of any AutoPot system, and you always want to make sure your trays are level so the aqua valve works properly. There are 3 holes for the spirit levels, 2 in the front by the aqua valve cavity. You can see the writing down here that says ensure tray is level with an arrow pointing to the hole. There's one up here on the other side of the aqua valve cavity. And then the last spirit level is installed at the opposite end, right in the middle. Next, let's install the rubber grommet. One of the 3/8 inch rubber grommets is inserted into the hole in the aqua valve cavity. You can dip it in a cup of water to help push it in a little bit easier. The 1/4 inch blanking grommet is inserted into the other end of the Tray2Grow. If you're using the Tray2Grow outside, you will remove this grommet so water can drain when it rains. If you're growing indoors, leave this 1/4 inch grommet installed. The first step in installing the aqua valve is to actually install the tubing. You want to take the length of tubing that you have, maybe dip it in cold water to harden it up a little bit, and slide it through the rubber grommet. Pull it through so you have about 1 foot of tubing to work with, like so. Unscrew the aqua valve collar so you can place it on the tubing. Aqua valve collar goes on the tubing, and then attach the tubing to the aqua valve. Once the tubing is secure on the aqua valve, move the collar down and tighten. When you feel the grip, stop. Pull the tubing through until this half moon on the aqua valve lines up with this raised T on the Tray2Grow tray. You can see push aqua valve firmly onto T. That is the T where you want to place the aqua valve. So pull it through until you match it up, and with your thumb, press on top of the aqua valve body so it's nice and secure. Now we're going to install the capillary matting. It's very important that you wet this before trying to install it because it will make it so much easier to work with. So I pre-soaked this, I just set it in a bucket for a few minutes and then wrung it out. But it's nice and wet, it's got some weight to it. So what you want to do is line up this far edge of the capillary matting, and with one hand hold that in place, and with the other you're going to insert it into the outside, one of the outside grooves. You only want to install it in this groove and that groove, the 2 outside grooves. You're not going to do anything with these 2 in the middle, just the 2 outside ones. Once you get it down, you will just continue on down the tray and put in this first section in the groove. And we'll just keep working our way down until we get this entire groove in, and then put your fingers in there and make sure it's all the way down to the bottom. And then, like I said, the second outside groove right here, you're just going to press it in. Your capillary matting is now installed. The root control sheet is very easy to install. Copper side up, lays down right on top of the capillary matting. If you're using the Tray2Grow outside, you'll want to make sure you install the copper slug tape. This is tape that is just attached around the edge of the Tray2Grow along the top, and this will prevent slugs from trying to crawl into your Tray2Grow. If you're using it outside, we definitely recommend installing it. If you're using it indoors, you don't need the copper slug tape. If you're using a flexi tank reservoir to connect to the Tray2Grow, take the open end of your tubing and the 1/2 inch to 3/8 inch click fit tank adapter and filter, connect the tubing to the filter, and then using the quick connect, which slides down, attach to the flexi tank tap. If you're connecting the Tray2Grow to one of our 12.4 gallon hard tank reservoirs, after you've set up the tank, simply take the open end of the tubing and connect to the 3/8 inch inline tap. Now that the standard kit version of the Tray2Grow is set up, there are a couple ways you can use it right off the bat. Number one is just by placing pots directly onto the Tray2Grow. The Tray2Grow standard kit also comes with 4 seed trays, which can be placed on the tray like this and used to sprout seeds. We also have optional seed tray domes that can be purchased from our website or through your local retailer, and these are placed on top of the seed trays and can aid in propagation. The third way to use the standard kit is with the tomato spikes. To do this, remove the capillary matting and the copper root control sheet, and using the included tomato spikes, thread the wicking material through the spike, and these go in 10 holes at the bottom of the tray, and they snap right in. Now you can place a bag of substrate directly onto the Tray2Grow. These spikes will pierce the bottom of the bag, and the wicking material will wick up water from the bottom of the tray up into your bag of substrate.
There are 2 more ways to use the Tray2Grow system that require the purchase of additional accessories available through our website or your local retailer. The first are the microgreens trays, which are used 2 per Tray2Grow system. And as you can see, the microgreens trays are nice and shallow with 2 sets of holes on them. The water holes, which will make direct contact with the root control sheet to allow for wicking, and then the recessed rows of air holes, which will allow for some air exchange underneath the tray. The final way to use the Tray2Grow system requires the purchase of the planter bag, which is a 23.5 gallon fabric bag manufactured specifically for the Tray2Grow. This will allow you to grow root vegetables or utilize living soil more effectively.
So as you can see, the Tray2Grow is a very versatile automated irrigation system that can be used in 5 different ways to grow a wide variety of plants. But not only that, you can mix and match the different ways that you can use the Tray2Grow to best suit what you're growing in your garden. For example, here we have the seed tray with one of the propagation domes, one of the microgreens trays, and then a number of pots just sitting on the Tray2Grow, able to wick up from the capillary mat through the bottom of the pot. So we're incorporating 3 of the different methods within this one Tray2Grow, so you can get creative with how you use it to best suit what you're growing in your garden. Thanks for watching. Until next time.